Hey Cancer, happy Valentine's. This is the season of love, and I know for sure that you're going to be getting a lot of love and support in many areas of your life, and certainly through the cosmos, because what it seems to want to do is give you more strength, more power, more push, and more determination to finally win through under some heavy competition or somebody who's been bringing a lot of toxicity or pressure to your life. This is where the cosmos steps in and says, you relax, we're going to take care of this, and we're going to show you how to win through with something. No matter how big the problem seems to be, we're going to get you through it, and we're going to get you winning it. So why is that happening? Well, let's get to the cards, my love. We'll shuffle them, do what we always do. We'll wait on the right ones to come along, and we'll talk about these energies that you may experience through the month. So your ruler, the moon. Yeah, the magician coming out. There's a touch of magic for you this month, and it's for sure happening. A magic transformation, a magic turnaround, where I think it's a power dynamic is shifted into your favor. So why? So your ruler, the moon, is going into Leo this month, February 9th, the full moon in Leo, shining in there. And the moon goes into Leo, who's ruled by the sun, and says, listen, I'm trying to build my confidence here. I'm trying to stand on my own 2 feet financially with the work that I'm doing, with my confidence in general. I want to be more confident, and I want to be able to express that with a lot of power. And I also want to burn through some of the heavier toxic stuff that's been going on in my life. And the sun looks and says, okay, I know you're water, I'm fire, but we're going to work together. And when fire and water works together, it creates steam. And it creates a lot of pressure, steam pressure, that maybe other people won't be able to handle. And that's what you need, that little bit of extra pressure to handle a situation of your own, but maybe to turn the tables a bit and put somebody else under pressure this month. So that's something interesting that's happening there. So the sun is helping you transform. It's helping you, what I feel, burning through something, burning through karma, burning through the toxicity, burning through the competition, and certainly burning through any shadiness or any cloudiness, or where something just was feeling very, very off or wrong for you. There's a feeling of the sun coming in and saying, you know, you sit comfortably. We're going to turn, as I said, turn the tables and take the pressure off you and put the pressure back on those who've been trying to kind of negatively affect you. Let's say it like that. So you're happy with this. So the sun is your ally this month, certainly helping you get more confidence, security, the ability to speak up, speak out, the ability to be more okay with your financial situation, not to worry about it so much, not to fret about it so much, because this is the moment where you start feeling, I'm getting this under control and I feel good about that. Okay. So the sun looks to its other fellow fire energies ruled by Mars and Jupiter, and it says, right, Cancer has come into my house, and we, being Leo, I entertain everybody who comes into my house, and I want to make them feel happy, comfortable, and at ease. So I'm getting my fire family to also take care of this lovely little watery crab, you know. So how are we going to protect our little water creature? Okay, Mars, where do you go? Mars says, wait. Did you say that you need protection from people who are coming in and trying to be overly competitive with you, or trying to cause a little bit of shade with you, or trying to throw shade in from the background? Are you worried about people having secret motives about you that you don't know about? Or people trying to work against you, fight with you, argue with you? Well, hold on a minute, then let me go into this 6th house. And let me root them out and put a plan and a strategy together to help you with your finances, to help you with your confidence, and to help you certainly push through some negative competition, I feel, so that you win through the end, because Mars always wants to win. So he's going to push through some negative competition with you and work with you to burn through that toxicity. Now, the other fire sign, ruled by Jupiter, is sitting in your 7th house, where there has been a lot of activity for a while. And he's shoulder and shoulder with Mars. Mars in the 6th, Jupiter in the 7th. And so the word gets spread, and Jupiter says, okay, I'll play, I'll help. What does Cancer need? Cancer needs to be more open, more expansive when it comes to negotiating with other people, when it comes to having conversations with other people and making sure that their needs are met, that they're not pushed to the side and that somebody overpowers them or flexes their authority over them or tries to, push something on them or overbearing energy, basically. And Jupiter says, wait a minute, that's not going to happen. You've asked for our help. I'm going to open this all right up and give you some blessings here. Make things work in your favor. Give you a little bit of luck, perhaps, when you're dealing with other people who have proven to be tricky, overly competitive, or overly argumentative. And I also feel overbearing and over demanding. So we're going to bring a little bit of luck to that. So there's this strong feeling that the fire are coming to you and protecting you and creating pressure in areas where it's been under pressure for you. They're saying, watch this, we're going to turn the tables and transform this. And I'm going to meet you, the sun says, I'm going to meet you over at the 8th house, where I'm shining this month, and we're going to transform everything. And then after it's transformed, after all the karma is burned, after we sit back and just say, burn, baby, burn, after all that is cleaned up and tidied up, we're going to hand you over to your water family. We're going to deliver you into Pisces. New moon in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. The sun has delivered you at when is it, February 19th into Pisces, Venus in Pisces, until it moves into Aries. And again, it's been delivered into Pisces, your 9th house, where you're able to kind of relax, chill out and understand what's been transformed for you. And for many of you, it might be a point where your water family, Pisces, say, you need a holiday, you need a vacation, take a break. Take a vacation after everything that you've burned through at the start of this month, and sit back and relax. Sit back and enjoy the vacation. That's what I feel. So there is a bit of work that's going on at the start of the month. And yet, as one card falls to the floor, hold on, Cancer, I have to just get that. Hey. Yeah, and yet, even though when the work is done and everything is transformed, you're able to relax at the end of the month. A lot of positive energy. Yeah, transformative energy, positive transformations happening. A lot of very strong, how would you say, very, very strong energy in order for you to change some power dynamic. I feel that, and getting wiser at the end of the month because you've done it. And this is a Pisces card and a new moon card, which I said you'll be handed over to the water signs at the end of the month. To your water family, and they're saying, you just chill with us. You've been to hell and back? Well, look, you just hang out with us. We're able to figure that out. So it's very nice energy. Even as I'm tuning into the vibe here, Cancer, I feel that by the time the end of the month comes, you're in a great space. In a really, really good space. You've beaten the competition. You've had a lot of help. You've negotiated a better deal for yourself. You've negotiated a better relationship between you and somebody else. The person or the situation that has been quite overshadowing your life, being a burden, a real excessive burden, the karma and the toxicity here gets dealt with. And you're fully supported. And what I love about all of this, Cancer, is what I feel that after it, there's a level of security that comes for you where you do feel safer, more confident, more able to confidently express what you need from other people. And again, like I said earlier, the pressure has shifted. The pressure is off you, and now the pressure seems to be on them. And you could say, oh, is that fair? Is that right? Well, what I feel, if it applies to you, Cancer, where somebody has been putting an excessive amount of pressure on you, then yeah, it's time for that to kind of come off your shoulders and for them to kind of wallow in that pressure for a while themselves. You know, the tables are turning as you burn through this month and even enjoy maybe some sunshine if you're lucky enough this month, you know. So I feel that. Anyway, my love, as I'm tuning into your energy, it's a nice feeling, transformative feeling, intuitive feeling. So anyway, enough of that. Let's go over to your big grand, ta-da, your overview. Intuition and magic, and there certainly is magic in the air, getting you lit up, sparked up, fired up. This is a card that's represented by the fire family, and we just spoke about that. The magic is coming to you from the fire family, the sun, Mars, Jupiter, bringing you luck, determination and power to win through where I feel there's been very unhealthy competition, very unhealthy communications between you and other people, and somebody being overbearing or overpowering in your life where you always felt, I'll never beat them, I'll never get past them, they'll always have something over me, or they'll always be a thorn in my side. They will always be trying to flex their power over me, and I just can't seem to figure out how to either get away from them or negotiate with them or push past them, really. That's what I feel. But yet the magic is coming. The magic is coming. Now, this is a mercurial card, so you could have allies also coming from Gemini or Virgo sun, moon, or ascendant energy this month. Mercury is retrograding in a fellow water sign, in Pisces. Let's dig back to a time where none of this shit mattered, where the person, I feel, who's inserted themselves into your life in a negative way, remember the time when they didn't bother you, and let's focus more on that. Let's focus on the times where they didn't have that level of authority over you, where they didn't consume all your thoughts, where they didn't change you so much that your narrative has now become something different because you're responding to what they're doing to you. It's like it's time to come back to your own understanding of yourself, your own narrative, and let's push past this person or this situation who I feel, Cancer, it's almost like they've crowded your mind. They've crowded your thoughts. It's like you're trying to get on with your life, but in the morning, in the evening, it's like every time you're trying to do something, they're the first and last thing in your mind, but not in a positive way. So you're pushing through them because we want to bring better magic to you. We want to bring a lot of clearing the landscape like Jupiter is going to do, clearing the landscape of the unwanted people so that you can make space for better people to work with, better relationships, better connections with other people. That's what's going on here. That's the magic. That's why the sun is burning here for you. In order to clear space and burn up the toxic swamp for you. Because you're not there anymore. You've dealt with that. You're past it. Now let's just clear up the last of the stagnant, stale, toxic waters. That's what it feels like. So the magical rescue team are coming your way. You know, like it's Operation Transformation, cosmic transformation for Cancer, because you've asked. And that's something else. Ask for help this month. You're very supported this month. If you need to ask people for some help with a difficult situation, help getting more secure financially, help getting a better understanding of a situation, then do ask. You know, open that beautiful, sweet Cancerian voice and ask. You know, ask. Because there is positive good magic at work for you this month. So it's an opportunity this month for you to start feeling powerful again, becoming more competitive again. That's what I feel. Magic meeting like intelligence, you know, and having the gods on your side, meeting fire, passion, competition, not letting anyone win over. conquering over maybe even somebody or some situation that has been negatively affecting you, where there was unhealthy litigation, arguments, competition, or frustrations. You're being lit. This is, we could say this is Hermes, but it's also Prometheus, the one who stole fire from the gods. Now look at him, he stole fire and he's lighting this match up, lighting you up. So the fire of the gods is lighting you up. Now I feel some of your greatest problems has been coming from maybe sun, moon, or ascendant in air. So that could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. I totally paused there with Libra. Maybe there's something going on between you and somebody who has sun, moon, or ascendant Libra, but Gemini and Aquarius are also featuring here. Aquarius there, the Aquarius Queen. You're feeling like somebody has confused you or talked to you, like somebody has the ability to talk their way above you, over you, talking over you, confusing you. There's an element of word trickery going on here. It's like a person who can argue to confuse you, or their approach to something is their logic is very tricky. Now, in a positive sense, if you're going into this month where there's a thing where you could be going into competition with somebody, competing for a contract, competing for a job, competing for something very positive in your life, what you need to recognize here is that you can't feel like you don't, how would you say it? Don't let other people make you believe that they're smarter than you. That's what I feel. Or that they know more than you. Or that they've more logic or skill than you. Or they've the ability to talk themselves in or out of something. It's almost like they're using their ability, their tricky communication skills and their tricky logic to have some level of power over you. Maybe even some legal trickery could be going on. And the confusion that has caused, the words that somebody else is using is causing trickery. And you can't understand how to get past that, but you do. And the way to get through it, it seems, is to light up your power and passion. Now, a lot of the signs are getting a very similar message this month, and it could be to do with the fact that there's the full moon in Leo, lighting up your creativity with full confidence, full passion. Leo always believes that they own the room. They own it. Of course, you're going to choose me for the job. Of course, you're going to choose me for your next project. Of course, I'm the best person to get into a relationship. They never doubt it because they have that level of confidence. And there's a feeling of you now going in here to the house of Leo saying, teach me. I am a very confident person, but I'm missing the confidence to maybe be that bold. And I need to be bold and somewhat more forceful, but with a sense of brightness to push through some competition, some argument, or to push beyond somebody who could be trying to hold you back with some word trickery or logic. I just keep feeling logic trickery. Even some of you could find yourself all wrapped up in like red tape, wrapped up in documents, wrapped up in like contracts, wrapped up in things that you can't get out of, agreements, contracts. You've agreed to participate in something with somebody, in a project or a work thing or a relationship, and now you're saying, I need to get out of this. How do I do it? But as I said, you're doing it because you're being given the level of force, power and passion and creativity and confidence to push past that. I feel you have to get somebody out of your mind. That's what I'm tuning into strongly. It's almost like somebody has hijacked your thoughts. Somebody has, and it's not a positive feeling. It's like a negative situation just keeps going round and round in your mind. and you feel a little bit taunted by them or the situation. But the good news, Cancer, and I'm very glad to say, because I'm tuning into that energy and I do not like that. A little bit of cruelty, a little bit of somebody delighting in the fact that they have a level of power over you, that gets turned this month. And I am very, very, very happy about that. And as the sun is going in saying, burn this karma, maybe this other person might get a little bit of a burn because maybe it's time that they get a bit of karma, for some of you. And that's just, we'll push that aside because that's just something now that's leaving. That's something you're going to deal with. You have the power and the confidence to do that. And you're going to leave yourself open for these better things. I strongly feel traveling is everything this month. If you've an opportunity to travel, go with people that you love. If you've an opportunity to expand your life in some way, go with that. Expand your horizons, expand your business, expand your career, your creativity. You've got the full confidence to do that now. This is like a month of be brave and expand. And don't worry about what these other people are doing, because we're going to take care of that for you. We're giving you the confidence so they don't matter. You just get on with your beautiful business of being you. And that's all that matters here. Now, mid-month, okay, so there's a bit of a judgment call that needs to happen in 2 areas of your life. 3 maybe, actually. The first one is your finances. So the full moon this month in the 2nd house. You'll be getting more confident to handle your money in some way. And there could be some luck and some blessings happening for you financially. Maybe a positive thing finally helping you to turn around a bit of a stressful moment financially for you. So bringing back the positivity to that. But it takes a level of making a good decision or a good judgment. Now, again, your good judgment and good decisions need to happen here when it comes to a family issue, a home issue, a property issue, or a business issue. Something definitely needs to be turned around here. And I feel for many of you, it's like letting go of some confusion that's been going there and having more confidence to deal with the situation with family, home, property. You've more confidence. Why did I get the feeling, do some of you miss a family member? Missing them. Maybe they've gone on to the next part of their journey, or maybe you're just homesick mid-month after family. Or somebody, there is a feeling of missing somebody. So it could be very nice if you invite that person to come stay with you for a while, or you do a bit of traveling and go to see them. You're missing somebody and you need to be, it seems mid-month particularly, close to them. So maybe a journey is needed. Get them, as I said, to come to you and welcome them in your beautiful home, or you go to see them. Because that's how you get past this. It's like missing somebody terribly. So maybe there's a decision that needs to be made here. I'm not going to hold this feeling in. If I miss them, I'm going to book a flight, or I'm going to get in my car and I'm just going to see them. Or I'm going to book tickets online and get them to come to see me. Because that's what's needed. And it's a decision I'm going to take. But why is it a difficult decision? That's my question. Why? Is it that you have to maybe cancel a lot of other things in order to have that connection with somebody that you love and want to be near? My advice to you would be to follow your heart here. It's not, every time we choose from the heart, we're not making any difficult decisions, So that seems to be strong, because this person is helping you in some way, or these people or family seem to be helping you in some way to step into something better in your life. They're giving you confidence, certainly a lot of confidence coming from family this month and your tribe, the people that you really, really love. Maybe even some financial assistance coming for some of you. There's a lot of love and confidence coming there. There could be a male family member that you love and trust, or a very, very, very close friend who is as good as family, helping you solve a problem, helping you figure something out, helping you with the details of something. And that in turn helps you win with something. So a strong male figure in your life. And I get the feeling that there's a strong male figure that you love, strong family or very close friend, who's helping you solve a problem in dealing with another male figure that you don't have a huge amount of love for. So that's for some of you there. So the male figures are very strong for you this month. The good ones are really helping you solve a problem and how to get rid of the difficult ones, you know. So that is changing, and a lot of transformation is coming. I said to you at the start of the reading, I feel that some of you have felt like you've been through hell and back with something. But it's definitely time to get your confidence back. I think a lot of you, it's again that same feeling like listening to negative talk, listening to negative people, or having a narrative running inside you that's coming from somewhere else. I'm just going to say how I feel here, what it feels like. It's like somebody had such a level of power or influence over you, Cancer, that now their voice seems to have inserted itself inside your thought process. So every time you think of doing something positive in your life, they're there. They're in your thoughts. This is going to be changed. And definitely, do your best not to be around people who are feeding that fear this month, strongly mid-month. Don't let anybody say, don't let anybody back up the negative shit that's coming from your enemies or coming from people that you're in an argument with. Don't let anybody say, well, they have a point, you are a bit like this, or they have a point. Stay away from those people. This is a lot more emotionally complex maybe than some people are able to cope with. The feeling of somebody that you trust taking somebody else's side. Just you back away from that there for a while this month. You don't need that. You have a male figure. I do believe it's family, as I said, or a really close friend who's going to be with you on this through thick and thin. They've got your back all the way. And they might be the ones who say to you, why are you letting all of these other people confuse you, influence you? You just stand on your own here. I also get the feeling for some of you, just to change gear a little bit, there is a moment mid-month where you're making a big decision. I feel, if you look at the center row, a big decision to change some dynamic in your home life. Could it be that you're moving home and it's a tough decision to make? Very difficult for Cancerians to move from place to place because it's not that you don't want to, it just takes a long time for the transition to take your heart out of the last place. But it can be done, So there's a decision that needs to be made for you to somewhat change your world a little bit, change your home, change your family dynamic. And not to be afraid somewhat of making what feels to be quite a big sacrifice, because the sacrifice seems to be a positive one. Maybe you have to switch town for work or switch city or country, state, whatever, because there's more progress somewhere else. It's a tough decision, but it's one that could positively change your world, even though it feels like a huge sacrifice. And again, like I said to you, don't let people feed into your fears. Don't let them say, oh, well, I know you wouldn't be happy if you did that, you're a home bird. Okay, maybe true, but they're feeding a fear instead of saying, you know what, find your destiny, go where you need to go, and I'll be here for you. So you won't be lost or worried or homesick or whatever it is you're doing. I'll be here. So focus on the ones as you're making progress this month, focus on the ones who are supporting your progress and saying, no matter what, I'll be here for you. I back you up 100%, you know? Now we're coming to the end of the month. And again, a lot of thought going into a decision that's being made here. It seems like a very big decision that marks the end of one chapter so you can begin a new one. That's another strong feeling that we touched upon earlier too. Making space, clearing things out, removing the toxicity. Jupiter expanding that 7th house of cleaning out the space of the negative people perhaps, and making more space for more positive contracts, more positive relationships, more positive communication with people. Business communications even. Getting new clients even. Dealing with bosses or anything, your progress. It's like, let's get rid of the old to start over, but it's like I need a lot of time to think about this transformation. You know what? You've got the fire allies. They're saying, we're going to burn it. Burn through this. We're with you. It's going to be light, because when fire, as I said, meets water, it becomes like steam. You'll float through this. Don't be so stuck in your mind, because that's what we're trying to get you out of. That's what somebody has trapped you in, this thing of overthinking everything. But we're going to fix this. Scorpio card, again, the water signs. You're being handed over at the end of the month to the water signs who are helping you to do what? Relax, rest, make your big decision, and then we'll take care of it from here. You're fine. So it's almost the feeling of, as I said, the fire signs helping you with the heavy work, giving you the confidence, and then handing you over to the water signs who are just going to embrace you and say, now, this was the big decision or the big leap of faith that you needed to push through in order to be with us, be with your family, where we can take care of you and where everything feels more like it's familiar to you. Now, why is that important? Your life has felt like everything is very unfamiliar. It's time now to make a big decision to move on, move ahead, and make new things in your life your new familiar. Okay. We're coming now right to the end of the month. This is a Venus in Aquarius card. The transformation happens, and it happens with a great sense of love. And for many of you, I do strongly feel at the end of the month you might have a huge amount of confidence to turn the pressure away from you and onto somebody who you once really loved, and saying, confusion is over. If you loved me, you wouldn't have treated me like this. If you really cared for me, you wouldn't have done me like this. This could be a love, an ex, a family member, friend, business partner, whoever, somebody that you really cared for. If you really loved me, you wouldn't have pushed me so far and put me under such pressure. You wouldn't have denied my freedom to come and go as I please. Instead, you put me under that burden and obligation, and I'm free of you finally. And new moon in Pisces, and now I'm ready to start again. And by the way, I am going on a vacation. Don't try to contact me. I'll be doing my own thing. Maybe with somebody new in my life, who knows? But I'll be doing my own thing, and don't go there anymore, because we are severing ties with the past, and I am moving on with my future. And man, what I have learned over the last while, you couldn't buy it, you couldn't trade for it. But what I've learned is now my greatest gift, and the thing that I'm going to value and treasure for the greatest time. And the biggest gift for you is learning that even though you love people, sometimes they can be toxic. And you're learning now to say, I can love you and chop you out at the same time. I can love you and I can take my time to heal that, until I don't feel anything for you anymore, until you're not in my mind anymore, until I'm not concerned with your business anymore. When I push you out and have the confidence to do that, then I am just going to sit back and enjoy my progress and my happiness, and maybe even a little time with family or a vacation. But you're not invited. And that's it, and you will never again be invited. So Cancer, this is a big, strong transformation that's happening for you, and you're healing, 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 and winning, 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 and burning through the past. You've been given the Prometheus fire, so burn, baby, burn through it, burn through it. So my love, I'm going to leave it at that. Now, you know, these are just the general energies of the month. You know by now that to come to the detailed readings, you come to the deep read on Vimeo. Open the description box below. You'll see a link. Click into it. Come on over and we will go right deep in to relationships, to the singles. Is this a love season for you where we have Valentine's this month? Maybe. Money and career, family, home, friends, and everything we don't talk about here, my love, in the general reading. We'll get really focused and go into it in the deep read. So click the link in the description box, come on over, and I'll see you over there, my love. And if we're going to leave it at that this month, if I won't see you over in Vimeo, then have a wonderful month, my love. And as always, I'm going to leave you with all my love and a great, great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Cancer, my gorgeous. Until next month.